Okay. All right, so tell me how you set up your equations, Peyton, for number 10. And you said, tell me that second one again.
4 plus 6b equals 36.
Okay, I think that looks fine. What did you do after that?
I did the little bit where I can think about minus 12.
So you like multiplied the top equation by 6 and the bottom by 4. Okay, and did you make one of them negative?
Yeah,
Bottom one? Okay, one of them needs to be negative, so if you didn't, that could possibly be the problem there. So 6 times 8 is going to give us 48. R 6 times 4 is 24b. And then we'll have 240 here. And then we've got negative 16r minus 24b equals, let's see, 36 times 4 is going to be negative 144, I think. Are those the numbers you have? Or you have? Don't know. It disappeared after that.
Okay. I mean, I have the regular part where I set it up. I don't know where the other part.
Okay. So when these cancel here, you're going to get 32r, and 240 minus 144 is going to give us 96, I think, and we'll divide by 32 right there. So our r is going to be, I think that's 3 there. And the question asked about the red placemat, so that is your answer. You don't even have to plug back in. Okay, other questions? Okay, I want us to do 7 and 8. So we're going to do 7 together, and I'm going to let you guys try 8. Then we're going to play a quizzes game, and then after that, we're going to work on this worksheet some more. So let's look at number 7. So for 7, it tells us the length of a rectangle is 11 centimeters more than the width. If the perimeter is 74 centimeters, what is the length? So we kind of did some of these problems already when we were doing some word problems, but we were putting it all together at once instead of doing the systems. It might be a little bit easier because you guys did not do well whenever we did the perimeter problem, so this might be a little bit easier for you than the way that we were doing it. Remind me, if I've got a rectangle and I've got length and width, how do I find the perimeter of a rectangle? What? Add them all together. And so if I do that, I'm going to have L plus W plus W, which a more concise way that I can write that is 2L plus 2W. So this right here is perimeter of a rectangle. And it is one of the equations that we're going to use in these types of problems. What did they tell us our perimeter is here? 74. So what I'm going to do is one of my equations is going to be 2L plus 2W equals 74, because that's my parameter. Okay, Caroline, shut that computer for me right now. Don't need it just yet. Okay? Alright, so, we got 2L plus 2W equals 74. Our other equation that we're going to write comes from that first sentence. So we did a lot of this when we were doing word problems with just regular solving equations, where we got to read it and figure out what it's telling us to do. So it says the length, that tells me to write an L, of a rectangle is, what's that tell me to do? Equal sign. 11 more than the width. Now, when I say more than, I could do 11 plus, or I like to do it this way, width plus 11. When you have less than, you definitely have to add on to the end, right? When you're adding, you could actually do it either way, because it doesn't matter what order we add numbers in. Are we all okay here? Okay, so, substitution or elimination? Substitution is the way it's sort of set up right now, and then I'm gonna show you, because whenever I went through the quizzes, I am done with those. I need to give those back to you. I went through the quizzes. I finished them up this morning. Some of you are very good at substitution, but some of you are not. You're terrible at it, actually. You plug things in all crazy. So, if you're good at substitution, I would just stick with substitution on this one. But if you have trouble with it, I'm going to show you how to make this pretty easily make this an elimination problem also. Okay? So, here we've got W plus 11. It needs to go in here where my L is at. So that's going to be 2. And instead of that L, I don't write the L at all. I'm going to have W plus 11 plus 2W. Some of you are forgetting to write that second part of the equation. Equals 74. So, Julian, tell me how to solve this equation.
You multiply 2W.
Good?
2W. And then multiply 2 times 11.
Good?
22. And then you bring everything down.
Good. Alright, great. Tell me what I do next.
You combine times that.
Good. And what will I get? 4W. Very good. What next?
And then you'll subtract 22.
So 4W is going to equal 52.
And you divide that.
We'll divide that by our 4. So W is going to equal 13. Alright, so our width is 13. This question asked us to find the length, actually. So that's not our answer. We need the length, but it's pretty easy to plug back in here. We'll just have L equals 13 plus 11. So my length is 24. So 24, this one was centimeters, would be my answer. Okay, questions? Alright, try number 8. Now, if you, for some reason, went ahead and did number 8 last night, check and make sure it looks like you did it right. If it does seem like you did it right, then go, you can work on some of the other problems, because we'll eventually do the whole worksheet. So when you set this up for number 8, perimeter for a rectangle is always the same, 2L plus 2W equals, in this case, it's 140. Then you're going to read that other equation, or other sentence, where it says the length, it's L, is That's an equal sign. 28 greater than, plus sign, the width, W. I like to write that W plus 28, but you could do 28 plus W. Several of you that we're looking at, you guys did it that way. All right, I said I was going to show you how to make this an elimination problem in case you don't like substitution, and I didn't do it on the last one. So let me just show you this. You might not like it and might not want to do it. But some of you struggle with some substitution. So if that is you, we could take this W right here and move it to the other side of this equation as long as we change the sign. So the top equation would still be the same, 2L plus 2W equals 140. And then we would have L minus W equals 28. So now I could use elimination for this. To do that, I would have to multiply this bottom equation by 2. So 2L plus 2W equals 140, and 2L minus 2W would equal 56. And so now these would cancel. I would get 4L equals 196. And if I divide both sides by 4, L is going to be 49, I think. The question asks us for the width. So to find the width, we would need to plug back into one of these original equations. So I would plug in here 49 equals 28 plus W. So if you subtract your 28, here you're going to get 21. So that would be our answer here, 21 inches. Now, you don't have to do it like that. I just wanted to show that to you. If the substitution doesn't make sense to you, you can always just arrange it so that you can use elimination there. You should get the same answer if you use substitution. Okay, questions? Okay, grab your computers for me. We're going to do a quizzes game. Okay, we got everybody. Let's begin. All right, here is your first problem. When you finish, you just need to stay quiet. We'll go over each one after, because I know we still need some more practice with this. All right, shh, quiet. All right, let's see how we did. All right. All right. Easton, Katie, Ayla. All right, so the correct answer, it looks like nobody chose the last two, but the correct answer, let's go here, was this first one right here. X plus Y, quiet. X plus Y is 15 because you've got X is your number of, in this case, horses because we see it's next to the 4, and Y is your chickens. So X plus Y is going to tell you total number of animals. Horses have 4 legs, so this must be our horses here. Chickens have 2 legs, so that's here. You got 44 legs total. I think those of you that, let me go back to those of you that got it wrong, you guys had the 4x plus 2y equals 15. 15 is the total animals, not the number of legs. So you're just counting number of animals. Okay? Questions? All right, let's go to the next one. I don't think I changed the timer on this. It's set for 15 minutes. I'm not going to give you 15 minutes on this. I meant for it to be 3. Actually, this one's not one you got to solve. So I meant for this one just to be like 30 seconds. So. Yes, some of these you have to solve. No, not this one. You're just picking the correct answer. I'm going to give you 10 more seconds till I... All right, choose an answer. Time is up. Wade, have you picked one? Take that headphone out of your ear and pick an answer. You're the only one not done. Yeah, I saw it.
Oh, sorry. My bad. I didn't know. I thought you had to work it out. I did the same thing, no work. I didn't work. Y'all started doing it.
All right, not much change there. Most everybody got that one. 4x plus 6y equals 13. 3x plus 7y equals 1350. So good job on that one. Here is your next one. Yes, you do have to work this one. Yeah, you can use the calculator on these. Give you about 30 more seconds. Alright, I'm going to call time, so if you haven't picked something, go ahead and pick. Alright. Let's see how we did.
I guess I had.
Oh, that was a big change. Almost everybody was. Alright, so let's look. Because, guys, this should be a pretty easy one. Okay? And I'm hearing some of you say that you did not feel like it was very easy. So, I'm just going to use M and C for our two people that we're talking about here. So, the sum of their ages is 55. So, that would be M plus C equals 55. Okay? The difference is 3. So, Marley, what would that be? What equation would we have for that? Yes, M minus C equals 3. And so, if I add these together, my C's are going to cancel. I've got 2M equals 58. Divide by 2. And M is going to equal 29.
Place that up there.
Alright, so we're going to put that back up here. So 29 plus C equals 55. We subtract 29. And so C is going to be, let's see what to borrow here. 26.
Well, I guess because of the first part, the M plus C minus C, I would just put M equals 58, and I kept getting negative 174. So I just put the one that would have been C. If that makes sense.
Okay.
I
Now,
realized I got it wrong.
on these, a lot of times if this is given to you as multiple choice, it'll be done this way so that you can't, like, just guess and check the answers, right? Because it'd be really easy if they told you the two ages, you just add them together and subtract them and see which one works.
Then you multiply between them.
So, it's the product of their ages, so you're going to do 29 times 26, and when you do that, that should be 754. But we didn't do so hot on that one. Does it make sense now? Yeah, I got to plug back in to get that other answer. And then product of their ages means you take the two numbers and multiply them together. Okay, questions? All right, let's try another one. Ooh. I'm just getting. Okay, it does have a whole thing. had time set correctly on that one. So, a few of you ran out of time. We'll go over this one though. Okay. Alright, we did not do so great on this one either. Well, about half of us did, so let's look at this one. Alright, so I'd say both types of those cookies are very cheap to make. Alright, so you got 10 packages of sugar cookies, so I'm going to say 10. I'm going to use X and Y. X being sugar cookies. And Y being oatmeal cookies. And I'm doing that because S is not a great variable and O is a terrible variable. So I just would rather use X and Y. But if you use S and O, that's okay as long as you can tell what your O is actually a variable, which is kind of hard to do. Let's see. Wade, tell me how to write the first equation. I've already put X and Y, so I'm going to use those, but that's fine if you use a different variable there. And Laura, what did you get for the second equation? Okay? Are we okay here? Alright. What are we going to have to do now?
You multiply the 9, put it up there, and then put -10 down.
Like this?
Yeah.
Very good. You also could do the 2s and 3s if you want to get rid of the Y's first, but I'm going to do what Julian said and do the 9 and the 10. So that's going to give me
90x plus 18y equals 508.
okay.
And then you get negative 90x plus negative 30y equals 600, negative 600.
And be really careful with your negatives when you're doing this, because when I was looking over your quiz from Friday, there were a few of you that just did not know what you were doing at all. So that's not the case for you guys. But those of you that generally got the idea but were missing a lot of problems, negatives were killing you. Okay? When you multiply by a negative here, you got to multiply everything by that negative. Then whenever we add these together, you got to pay attention to negatives. Okay? So when we add these together, Julian, what are we going to get?
You'll get negative 96.
Over here.
Oh.
Yeah.
There's
And then on the other side,
negative 12.
negative 12. Why? Those negatives are important. If you leave off one, you're going to get the wrong answer, right? And then last thing,
You'll get 8.
divide by that negative 12, and we will get y equals 8.
And then you got to place it back up to that first one.
Right. And actually, do we have any other answer choices where oatmeal cookies are 8? So if you were almost out of time, you could have just went ahead and picked the correct answer there. Now, it's a good idea to go ahead and finish that out, because if you don't, you may have made a mistake and it might not show up. So if we do this, we'll get 10x plus 16 equals 56. We're going to subtract that 16, so 10x equals 40, and then divide. So x equals 4. It doesn't tell us about the packs of cookies. They might not have the same number of cookies in. Okay, questions? Alright, let's go to the next one. Time is almost up. Oh,
I skipped one step and I realized
I just had this.
second I clicked.
oh. Time might be getting us a little bit. I'll pause on the next one. All right. All right. The question asks for sodas. All right. So, okay. So let's see. Peyton, tell me one equation that you came up with.
Like, do you want like letters or do you want?
What letters did you use?
I used S N plus S equals like 78.50.
So you did N plus S equals,
78.
okay. Tell me your other one.
And that is, I don't know but I did $1 or 1.50 plus 0.50 equals 87.
Do you have any variables?
I'll get 150 or 150 N plus 0 is 0.50 N.
Should be an S right here. Yeah, because sodas cost 50 cents each, so you want the S next to your 50 and $1.50 next to nachos. Okay, now, this is not right. It's close, but it's not right. What is incorrect about this, Katie? Yes. So, the amount, how much it costs, is the $78.50. So, you need that with the equation that has the prices in it. So, this needs to be $78.50 here. 87 is your total, so you're going to put that here. So, you need to switch those two.
Wait, can I answer 62
52. All right, so which one are they asking us for? Sodas. Which one should we try to get rid of? Nachos. Because if you get rid of nachos, then the answer is going to be sodas, and you don't have to plug anything back in. So if I have a 150 here, I need to multiply this top equation by negative 150. So it's going to be negative 150 N minus 150 S equals, that's 87 times 150. I think it's 130.5, or negative 130.5. And then I've got just the bottom equation, nothing changed. So, when I add these together now, my nachos cancel. I got negative 1.5 plus 0.5. That's just going to give me negative 1S equals, and then when I do negative 130.5 plus 78.5, I'm going to get negative 52. And I'm going to divide both sides by 1. So S equals 52. And that's my answer because it asked for sodas. I don't have to plug back in to find nachos because it didn't ask for it here. It would have been 35 if they had asked for nachos. Okay, questions? All right, let's try another one. We got 3 more. What we're going to do here. just going to pause this one so it gave you a little bit more time. All right, about the same as the last one. Let's look at how we set it up. Vince, how did you set up the equations?
11B plus 3B then 4B plus 6B minus 7C. Then top equation as well, bottom equation flip.
All right, say that one again for me. 132V. Okay, hold on just a second. All right, is everybody with me here? Okay. All right, go ahead, Vince. Say, hold on just a second. 11V plus 3 times 43 equals 283. Go ahead. Okay, good. Say 154. Divided by 11. And V equals 14. So this one here is your answer. Fans hold 14 and buses hold 43. Okay, questions? All right, we got 2 more that we're going to do. make sure your maths are pulled up. Thank you. Alright, this one's got kind of unlimited time, so I'm going to give you about 15 more seconds. Alright, let's say time is up. And pick an answer. Okay. See how we did on this one. Much better on this one. Adults are $12. Let's just look at the. Here, I think it'll let me write on this. For this one, you should have 7A. It's not letting me write very well, is it? Plus, let's see. Let me see if I might just go back to the way I had it. 7A. Yeah, let's go back to the other way. We got 7A plus 11C is going to be 227. And then we've got 6A, 6C equals 150. Let's see. So you can get rid of A's or C's here. It really does not matter. I'm going to get rid of A, so multiply by 6 on the top. Negative 7 on the bottom. 42A plus 66C equals 227 times 6 is 1362. And on the bottom, I'm going to have negative 42A minus 42C equals negative 1050. These cancel. 24C equals 312. Divide by 24. C is going to give me, what did you get there? 13. And then you are going to go back and plug that in. I'm going to skip that right now so we have time to do this last problem because we're getting close to end of class. I will say this is a weird problem because child tickets are more expensive than adult tickets, which doesn't happen in a lot of cases. So, but it does here. At the trampoline park, sometimes, like, at certain times, adults are cheaper than kids. But otherwise, I can't think of many other situations where that would happen. I know you did not work that problem. Work it out. Oh, here, let's see if it'll let me pause it. Because I definitely had that, because this actually a solve, right? Yeah. Yeah, I don't know why I had the timer set so short on that. I think it'll just pause there. So it should let you answer the question now. Alright, take about 20 more seconds. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and end this one so we can go over it. Please pay attention while I go over this. And then we will pack up. Alright. So, did it show who? Let's see. So, we got lots of you. They got it right. So, let's look really quickly at what you got to do on this one. So, you've got X plus Y is going to equal 20. You got 20 questions altogether. Then, true false is worth 3 points. And multiple choice are worth 11. So you could really, X or Y, it doesn't matter which one it stands for here. But that equals a total of 100 points. The question asks you for how many multiple choice, which is my Y here. So I would multiply the top by negative 11. So you'll have negative 11x minus 11y equals negative 220. Is that right? Negative 220. And then you got 3x plus 11y. Oh, wait. I'm doing this very backwards from what I should do. We want our, I should have listed this first. We want to get rid of our x's, not our y's. So multiply by 3, stay in your seats. Negative 3x minus 3y equals negative 60. Zane, in your seats, Wade, sit down. 3x plus 11y equals 100. You cancel these. You're going to get 8y equals 40. And divide by 8 here. So your y there. What did I do wrong? Oh, 5 is the answer. Sorry. Sorry. I didn't, for some reason I wasn't looking at the answer choice. Okay. All right, so 5 is your answer there for that problem. All right, so on your worksheet tonight, you must do 13 through 17. Okay, 13 through 17. That leaves off a few that we're not going to do on that worksheet, but 13 through 17, so make sure you have those. I think I'm out of wipes, but I've got planning next, so I'll just wipe off desk whenever I get more. Let's hit this so it shows us. Yes. Alright, it's going to tell us our winners. Okay, Zach first, Katie second, Marley third. I'll give you guys some extra credit on the quiz tomorrow. Yes.